Greetings! I was going to share with you some ideas about range of motion and the idea of staying in a comfortable range of motion and how the benefits outweigh forcing a larger range of motion that you might not be comfortable with. Sometimes we feel like we want to make a movement bigger and feel like we can get more out of the movement. But what we'll do usually is create extra tension in the movement and not as much benefit as far as your flexibility and circulation. So eventually you'll be able to increase the ranges of motion no matter what the movement, if you always try to stay within a range that's comfortable for you so you can stay balanced and connected throughout the movement. I'm going to give you a couple examples with the cane warm-ups. So you can use a cane or just a regular stick. Some of the different movements that we do, depending on what the movement is, it could be something with the lower or the upper body. When we do the cane twist, for instance, if you have the stick out here, out about shoulder height, with the arms fairly straight, that's going to feel a lot different than if you bend your elbows or lower your hands. If you have your hands down at about hip height, you're going to have a lot less pressure through the shoulders and the back. And so if you have issues with your shoulders, keeping your hands lower is a good general rule to take pressure off the shoulders and definitely bending the elbow. Now, when you do the movement incorporating the knee lift, obviously if you need to, you can keep that foot touching the ground and just lift the heel, or just come up just barely off the ground instead of coming up real high like that. If you bring your knee up high and then you feel like you're going to lose your balance when you do that, you're better off keeping the movement lower. Another example is our push and lift. When you have the stick, you start out with the stick just double overhand grip, pulled back at about chest height. You press out right in front of the chest or shoulder area, but if that bothers your shoulders, then you can start lower and keep that movement down here, and that'll take pressure off your shoulders. And then of course after you bring it back, you lift up overhead. Now if that bothers your shoulders, you can simply bring the stick up a little bit, maybe to about shoulder height, and not bring it up overhead to make the movement a little bit easier. And then we can go down. Again, when you come up overhead, if this bothers your shoulders, when you do that movement, you can pretty much just come out in front of your own body like so, instead of all the way overhead. So you can see that you can adjust the range of motion, you can keep it lower, you can do things like this where you don't go as high, and that makes a big difference, especially if the movement's causing pain or discomfort or creating tension through parts of your body. There is a level of tension, but it should be comfortable. It shouldn't cause pain through your joints. So when you kind of think in terms of the better movement is always the gentler or more comfortable movement, then you're going to make more progress sooner. Your joints will become healthier, which will create more strength through your joints, and eventually you may be able to increase your range of motion. But if you force it before you're ready to, your body will react with tension, and it actually will reduce or eliminate circulation through that area of the body with that tension. So try and keep that in mind. Gentler the better with your ranges of motion. So when you do the movements, even if it's just regular Tai Chi or Qigong movements or with the sticks, just try and incorporate that idea. Less tension, the better the circulation, and the more progress you'll make. So if you have any questions about these videos, of course you can contact me through the website. Someday we'll have group classes again, we'll see. The orders for staying at home just keep getting extended, so the places where I hold classes will definitely go by those orders. So there's really not much we can do until that changes. So if you find these videos helpful, you can contribute to help support them at patreon.com/edkeo. And always keep in mind, if you don't have all the instructional videos, those are available for download or by DVD on the website. So you can keep practicing even though we can't do classes. Thanks for watching.